Hello everybody, this is K4SWL, and today I'm not actually doing, well, I am doing a park activation. This is a park activation for Pisgah National Forest, but it is also a SOTA, a Summits on the Air activation, and I'm here with my daughter, Neva K4TLI, and we just hiked up here. It's about 2,000 feet of elevation coming up in probably about 2 miles or 2.5 miles maybe. From the top here of Lane Pinnacle, we can see all the way into Tennessee, some of the Tennessee mountains. We've got just a little remnants of snow here on the other side of the mountain, even though today it's just absolutely stunning weather. We picked a really good day for this. I'm about to set up shop. I am not going to do a full activation video this time, I don't think. Mainly because we have less gear. I don't have my tripod with me. We had to pack, I feel like I still packed more than I needed to. It was a really strenuous hike up here, really pretty much trailblazing. In fact, we came in this path over here and it is super steep. This is the Mountains to Sea trail that we're on now that we've hit when we got up to the top of the mountain, which is a really nice hiking trail. But unfortunately, the spot that we came down is down here, and there really isn't much of a trail. It is just very steep, going all the way down to the parkway. So, yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's been so long, and my ankle is healed enough that I can come out and do a summit activation. I've been waiting to do a Summits on the Air activation with this particular summit in mind because Neva and I actually walked here from our house, so we haven't used a car at all or any kind of other mode of transportation. We did this all on our own. Here she is, and look at our view. I'm probably going to set up shop somewhere really close to here. And you want to wave? And that's the Beach Tree Reservoir over there. Asheville's off this direction, and it's just stunning scenery. Mount Mitchell's over this way. Really beautiful weather and a beautiful spot. Really strenuous hike getting up here, especially the last bit of it. We had to trailblaze 2 very steep sections to make this possible. I've got to lighten up my pack a little bit. I wanted to make this activation so badly. I didn't want anything to step in the or stand in the way that I even brought my KX2, and I brought my KX1 with me as like a backup. And the likelihood anything would happen with my KX2 would be very low. And in normal circumstances, there's no way I would carry an extra transceiver with me on an activation like this. But I really wanted this one to go to plan, and there's no reason we can't make this activation today. I'll be spotting myself on the POTA network for sure, and also the Summits on the Air network. And fortunately up here, I mean, one of the great things about being up at a summit is we have great cell phone coverage because we've got line of sight to I can't tell you how many towers up here. Yeah, it's easier to do in the winter and the fall and the spring or early spring before the foliage comes out, where it starts to get very difficult to find my way around, through these paths, because one of the trails that we take to get up here is not a well-worn path. In fact, it kind of fizzles out about halfway up the mountain, and you just have to keep going and trying to find your best way. One of the paths we were taking, we were deciding if it was, a proper foot trail or an animal path, a goat trail or something, and we saw this big bear paw footprint in it, and so I think we were taking the bear trail. Anyway, I will cut it short here. I just wanted to say how wonderful it is, and I'm sorry I'm just not going to do a video here, I don't think, for this activation, because I kind of want to get down to business, and then we have to hike back down, and I've got to take a lot of extra time going back down. It's almost noon, so about good timing, but it'll take us 3 hours to get back to our house from here, because half of it's just slip-slidey stuff for a good 1,000 feet. So anyway, take care and all the best to you. I hope we have some nice weather like this, and stay safe out there. Hello everyone, this is K4SWL, and I may actually do an edited video where I've got 2 segments to it. I just wrapped up my SOTA activation, and wow, it was fun. Unfortunately, we have to pack it in. We can only spend 1 hour up here, which is not even quite 1 hour on the air, because it's going to take us about 3 hours to get back down to where we're going. And it is a crazy slippery slope on the way back down with not a good path, so we have to really allow for extra time so we're not here late. We're actually expecting winter weather tonight, so we don't want to be out very late. Although right now the temperature is amazing. It's just hard to believe it could be bad weather today, but it could. Some of my logs, like some of the very first contacts I made, like I got a French station, and it looks like a station in Spain, all over the United States, and out on the West Coast, Oklahoma, and I got a summit to summit on 40 meters, which was great. And yeah, it was great. And I did 3 2-meter contacts, really. I did contact back home, simplex, and with my friend N3CZ, which was great. So this has been a lot of fun. This I took the Chameleon antenna. This is the Chameleon MPAS Lite, and it has been a phenomenal antenna for this. I have to say, once the it's pretty compact when the telescoping rod is down, but it's like maybe this much too long for my backpack. It would totally fit in there. So it kind of sticks out my backpack as I'm walking around, which means it can snag stuff when we're going under Mountain Laurel and things like that, where we're kind of ducking under them. And that happened a couple times, but it's okay. It's strong enough. It'll take it. I mean, this thing's crazy strong. But I've been so pleased with it. I ran the counterpoise down here and around, and I mean, I had a huge pile up on 20 meters with this. It was just gangbusters. So I'm very, very pleased with it. But anyway, I'm going to try to figure out a way that I can strap this on the back. This isn't the lightest weight antenna, but man, is it quick to put up here where you don't have really high trees on top of summits, and that's the reason why, you know, so SOTA folks usually rely on their own masts and things like that. The trees are okay up here. I could actually make this work for sure, but I brought something self-supporting, and actually brought along my AX1 as well to go with the KX2. But anyway, we're going to pack it up and head down the hill. Our legs will be rubber by the time we get down there, but I'm happy to report my ankle's doing okay, so hopefully we'll make it back just fine. Thanks for tuning in and watching this, and I'm sorry I didn't get the whole activation on here. Next time maybe, but I just didn't want to pack in a tripod and all those other things with a heavy pack, and we were carrying in our lunch and extra supplies. I always carry things with me. Just a note to anybody doing summits on the air or any kind of hiking, even day hiking, and not even involving radio, you should always bring some provisions with you, some you know, things like an emergency sleeping bag sort of thing, one of those little small ones, and space blankets and things like that, because conditions can change. You can get lost. You need to have some kind of way to get in touch with people when you're out here, and a way to protect yourself, and some first aid if needed. So I always carry those things along, and they actually fit just in the front part of my backpack here, just in this pocket. Everything's in there. Got my little Garmin inReach, which, you know, we're not super far out, but the parkway is closed, and so there's no one within quite a distance of us. Probably our own house may be the closest thing here for all I know, but anyway, thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't get the whole activation in, but it was a lot of fun, and I'll try to write up a post about it. Until next time, 7 threes.